First of all, though, how much do you value your personal space? I quite like mine. I quite like a bit of personal space. I don't like it encroached. At certain times, I like more of it. Could you, for example, travel 7,000 miles around Europe driving and then sleep in the back of a small van? No? Me neither. Well, spare a thought then for Phil Madden and Anthony Jackson, who are from Stockport. That's just what they've been doing to raise money for the Genesis appeal. Sadly, both Phil and Anthony's lives have been affected by breast cancer, and they're both with you now. Morning, fellas. Thank you for joining us. Anthony, first of all, you lost your mum, didn't you?
I did
to
indeed.
breast cancer. When was that?
Yeah, November 2006.
I'm so sorry for
It's
your
okay.
loss.
She had an 8-year battle with breast cancer, and the secondaries got her, unfortunately.
It's a hard battle to watch somebody go
Absolutely.
through, but you both decided to do something about it. And Phil, you also people have been treated for breast cancer.
Yes, yeah, I've had 2 aunties recently treated. Fingers crossed, they're both okay at the minute. So it's you know, I think we've got both sides of the story really. So it's you know, but for me as well, it was an important reason to sort of really wanted to do something to kind of help.
Right. Okay. So what did you decide to do, Anthony?
Well, we wanted to go travelling after we finished university.
Yeah.
So we got the map out one day, decided on a route, decided where we wanted to go, and then this sort of general circular theme sort of appeared.
Yeah.
And then the inspiration came that, well, why not do it for a good cause? If we're going to travel, why don't we do it for the benefit of somebody else?
Good idea.
So we decided on breast cancer. There was no question about what type of charity we wanted to do it for.
It was for that.
Absolutely.
So you decided you'd go 9,000 miles around Europe.
7,000.
7,000, I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Phil, what was the transport you chose?
Obviously, we could have done a camper or could have gone by train, but we went for a builder's van.
Yeah, unnecessary luxuries, everything else.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So you travelled round in this van and slept in the back of a small white van.
Well, it was silver.
Silver,
yeah.
Silver Chariot.
The Silver Chariot.
Our home.
Yes. So now that must have been incredibly difficult because, Anthony, you're the sole driver.
I am indeed, yes. Phil doesn't drive, so I opted to drive both of us on this epic journey.
Right, you opted to drive.
Yes.
That must have been difficult.
I quite enjoyed it,
really?
actually. Yeah, it was more difficult coming back to the UK, I think. Adjusting to driving on the left-hand side again.
Yeah, actually it must have been.
Yeah.
Phil, for you, what did you put into this if you weren't driving?
Well,
good question.
I certainly didn't make it any easier. that's for sure. You know, entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
I'm a reasonable cook.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing what you can do with
a
baguette and a slice of ham here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, generally, but no, I think I was there to keep him sane.
Moral support and sanity.
Moral support, sanity.
So you slept in the back of the van as well?
Yeah, quite cosy, definitely. Phil's 6'5". I'm 6 foot.
It's all that we do, and the first thing anyone ever says to us is, "How do you fit in that van?"
And the answer is, I fit in it 7,000 miles worth.
Yes,
yes.
Only
very much so.
So what was the highlight of the trip for both of you? What was the best part of the trip?
Well, the most rewarding part was talking to men about breast cancer.
Go on.
1 in 1,000 men get breast cancer, and even though we've not had breast cancer ourselves, we've been affected by breast cancer through our families. And when we found out that 1 in 1,000 men get breast cancer, the Genesis appeal really spoke out to us as well for that reason. And the astonishment that we found on people's faces when we informed them of that fact was amazing. In whatever country, whatever language, in the best sort of English we could converse in, you know, it was really rewarding in that respect.
Right. What about the worst bit of the trip?
Oh, well, we had some van problems in Italy which tightened the purse strings somewhat after that.
Right.
We were sort of considering to head home after that. But we were saved by an Italian family, luckily. The father was from Yorkshire, and after sort of drowning our sorrows in an Irish pub one night, we got taken in by this half English, half Italian family, and they wouldn't let us leave. We stayed there for 4 days.
It was,
really?
It was fantastic. I think it was one of those things where probably our lowest point during the trip also combined with one of our most interesting and
memorable,
amazing experiences, because you don't really expect to get taken in by a family just off the street.
Not with a Yorkshireman in it, you don't.
Well,
yeah, crikey.
We won't be happy with that.
Well, the interesting thing was his son was playing in this bar, and he asked his son to put us up because it was too cold to sleep in the van. He said, "Find some of your friends to put them on your floor, you know." And when he found out about the Genesis appeal and what we were doing for our campaign, he said, right, no question, you're coming home with me.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And the ironic thing is, we'd lost the van. we were because we were so sort of low because we had all these expensive van problems. We'd just driven to Lake Garda, found this Irish bar, and I couldn't remember where the van was. So when he took us to his house, said, right, let's go and find your van. We couldn't find it.
No, farming around these streets in sort of -1, -2, and trying to find the van. He took us back to his house to meet his wife and show us where we'd be sleeping. And we set off again, left his front door. It's like, right, we're going to find it. We'll definitely find it. Where is it? Walked about 5 steps down his street, and we parked just at the end of
bottom of his street, having told him that we'd parked illegally, and we're finding to sleep somewhere.
Calmer, the van turned up. So you enjoyed the trip, and the trip was well worth it. It took you 9 months to do, and you managed to raise money?
Yes. We're still collecting this in. We've handed in £2,000 already. Another £2,000 promised, and more coming hopefully.
Do you have a website?
Yes, we do. It's www.phillandtodge.com. That's PHIL.
Phil and Toj.
Yeah, Toj is my nickname, my alias for the trip.
Is there a reason for being called Toj?
Yeah, my mum didn't like Tony, so as my family's always called me Toj, which is an acronym for Tony Oliver Jackson. So.
I wasn't expecting that either. I'll be honest.
No, most people don't.
Yeah, no, I was expecting a better story than that. I'll be honest. So
imagine what you like.
Yeah, philandtodge.com. philandtodge.com.
Yeah.
Okay, and people can donate there if they want to help out.
Yes, they can. Direct to the Genesis appeal.
Directly to the Genesis
Yes.
appeal. Absolute pleasure to meet you, fellas.
Yes,
thank you so much. Great story, even though the one about Todge didn't pan out so well. That was still good. Thank you, that was brilliant. You're stars. Thoroughly enjoyed talking to you. Great fun. Really nice to meet you. I hope it all goes well with the money.
Thank you. Yes.
I really do. Really nice to see you.
Thank you.
Well, that fun.
Yeah, really great.
Great. See you again sometime.
Thank you very
All
much.
the very best.
Thank you.
See you again.